Hey, I'm John from theartofconcrete.ca, and what I'm trying to do here is create a sand molded concrete planter. Instead, I'm actually using polymeric sand because I felt like it would hold up better than regular sand. And what I did was I just put it down here, hand packed it all together, tried to create almost like a dome and get a good consistent shape so that I could get ready to put concrete on there. And what I'm using here is just a hand tool that's used for sculpting, and just sort of hand packing the polymeric sand to create sort of a dome-like effect. Also, I want to invite you to check out my newsletter at theartofconcrete.ca. So if you're into concrete, you want to learn about concrete, or just check out my newsletter, it's pretty neat. Go ahead and subscribe to the newsletter. I'll leave a link up above. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm mixing up a rapid set mixture with a little bit of fiber. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to make it wet. And then I realized, if I make it wet, it's just going to run down this. So you can see here, I start pouring the cement on top of the sand dome. And it's starting to, so it's just a little bit wetter than what I would want. But I didn't want to disturb the sand underneath. So I thought, I'd do a wet layer and then put a bit drier cement on top of that. So when I was making this, I thought to myself, this is pretty much limitless. If you have sand and you have cement, you can create a lot of unique bowl designs. So you could create a much larger planter with just this sand, which eliminates a heck of a lot of work for forming and stuff like that. It also allows for this creativity. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start shaping this to try to get a full circle around the outside. And that way, this thing's going to look pretty symmetrical. That's the only thing that was really bothering me here, is that I had to create a full perfect circle, which is very difficult to do by hand. And as I was making this, I realized I also have to make a flat bottom to this planter so it'll stand up straight. So what I did was I started shaping the flat bottom. So this is the reverse side of the mold that you're looking at right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that hardened concrete off of the surface and allow the sand to fall out. So the sand is your void, and then this is your hard product that's going to be made from this. The sand molded concrete is an incredible way to craft with concrete. I feel like there's other ways to create things with this that haven't been discovered yet. It's sort of a really interesting way of designing with concrete. And as you can see here, I'm working with some different finishes I wanted to make. I wanted to leave some sort of a texture on the outside of this planter. So what I ended up doing was sort of leaving like an imprint design using this sculpting tool.